VoyMonk video voice vlog. Yeah. I've mused a bit about whether or not I should have some kind of an intro. A little bit, not a whole bunch, just a little bit. Because I think one of the things that is pretty cool about some channels and people that I watch are some of the intros that people will do and that kind of thing. The problem is is that for me, I'm very picky. Or sometimes I'm picky, sometimes I'm not. If you've listened to this long enough, I think one of the things you probably would say is you're not very picky about some of the stuff you record and just put on the YouTube. That's true. But and I certainly like to laugh and smile about my own jokes, even though there's nobody else here while I'm doing any of that stuff. But that's okay. See, yeah, like I said, as far as intros are, they're cool, but I can honestly say that I've done this YouTube thing long enough and watched people long enough. And I've seen some people develop. I would say I'd say many of the people that I've watched develop, as life has changed, they have changed. And so therefore, some people, vlog for a little while and they stop. Some people vlog, and then, like I said, they hit their stride and then they become popular. And I've experienced that too. And, they'll start to put a little bit more into the production side of whatever they'll produce. And that's interesting. The only thing, though, is that I guess for me, when it comes to practical measures, and maybe this is just because I'm old, 46, like I said, so I'm old compared to a lot of things and whatnot, but it's like, why do I need an intro, right? I suppose if whatever you're going to do is supposed to be a show and you're trying to put some kind of value in that production in terms of whatever content you're producing, you might do an intro or whatever. But I think oftentimes the thinking behind that is that, well, if I do something that gets people excited, I'll hang on to that emotion just a little bit for the few seconds that they'll watch or they won't watch, and they'll just go, well, I don't really care about this intro and I don't really want to listen to anything further that this person may or may not have to say. And I'm certainly not trying to be negative in that. Like I said, sometimes intros are great and cool, and sometimes, I don't know. I think oftentimes they can just be a distraction, and it doesn't necessarily have to be just vlogs. I mean, Cinema Sins, one of my favorite YouTube channels. One of the things the guy kind of gripes about the long openings and stuff as far as the credits and all that kind of stuff, which I always think is like, well, yeah, it's a movie though, right? I mean, did you literally expect the movie to start and then you go right in and stuff? It's like, yeah, people, I don't know, people pay for it, so I guess, and people work hard on it, so I guess they want to be recognized. I don't really know where the hell I was going with that whole, point, but it was referencing, like I said, as far as intros and things like that. And, yeah, I just, and, of course, then there's the copyright stuff. Like, so even if you do something, you're probably going to have to pay for it. It's like, and, I don't know. I think I might bring that up tomorrow a little bit as far as the journey, as far as producing content, because let me tell you guys, there is a lot of things that I'm learning as I'm doing this, as I'm speaking to you. And, I hope to not get any 2-bit negative, but yeah, that's going to do it for this vlog. And I'll go into a little bit more probably during the week, that kind of thing. But until then, take care.